Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome to Meet Your Maker, a game designed all around brutality, where you build outposts to defend your goodies and then you raid other players' outposts to steal theirs. But there's tons of traps and guards and evil tricks you can employ to make your outposts the most evil fortresses ever created. But the best way to show off the game is by actually playing it. So let's go raid our first outpost. So you have a little sword and a railgun type thing with bolts you have to pick up. You only have 2 bolts, so it's really important to keep track of them. And they can destroy traps, and the sword can destroy arrows if there are some. Or you can just trigger the traps, so you can just then get out of the way. Of course, there are AI enemies that players can put down. Nice shot there, me, thanks. And off you go. You just have to be careful because there are traps literally everywhere. And people are doing their absolute level best to kill you. So let's try and run through this place and get the material while being as careful as possible. The worst part is, uh-oh, wait, where are my shots? Over here. The worst part is, even once you get, I missed again, the gold thing, more traps can activate after you're done. So you can run through the whole place, dodging a lot of stuff, if you're careful. But then immediately just die because someone put something truly despicable right at the end. Sorry, I'm a little focused and want to move a little quick here. Like, you see all this, it's just empty hallways. You better believe this is gonna be a hellscape. The second we grab the goods. Where are the goods? Why is there so much empty space? Hello, friend. This is a guy that goes to the end goal, so it kind of tells you where you're going. And there it is. Yep. So the second we grab this, there's probably gonna be like 50 traps that activate and gonna kill me. But you know what? That's just how it be. Run! Oh, I love this game. Look at all this nonsense, man. Terrible. Anyway, we have a couple grenades as well that we could use, but I tend not to use them. And since we're out of bolts, we are under-equipped to deal with anything else. So hopefully you can just scoot through here just fine. And so it's just the worst thing. Like, you spend so much time getting through these death traps, and then suddenly it's like, uh-oh, can you make it back? Oh gosh, there's a guy over there. Okay, bunch of stuff here. No! No! Because once you die, you have to start the whole thing again. But now you know what to expect, so it's a little bit faster. And also I can keep better inventory management of my bolts. So now as I run in here this time, I still have one of them left, which is gonna be super handy, but this part is also super scary. So you just have to zip line over there. Shoot that, and we're good. Okay. Now let's not die at the part up ahead. All right, so here's the little nightmare spot. Get that, destroy that, and then down the hall, just trigger it, grab our bolt, and I'm sure we're fine. Yep. Just run out to the endpoint, escape, and the loot ours. And so that's pretty much the gist of the game. And it is really fun to raid other people's outposts, but I like to build things. So let's go create our own. So welcome to our outpost. This is what we start with, and we have to turn it into our death trap. So you get a bunch of bedrock blocks that spawn randomly in a type of grid, and there always has to be a valid path from the start to the genmat for your map to be valid. But aside from that, you can do practically anything. So we are going to start by building a noob trap as our first outpost. The game is just released, so there's a lot of new players, and oh boy, they do not know how to handle a lot of situations. So kind of similar to the level we just played, we're going to do the same kind of thing, except a lot better. So first, we'll box up the objective, then we'll start building our traps. Yeah, we unlock a bunch of cool traps like flamethrowers and auto turrets and all this other stuff later on, but right now, all we get are these lava cubes, impalers, which just have spikes kind of come out of the ground, and then this arrow trap. Each of these things can be modified though, which is pretty cool. So these arrow traps are just gonna appear here when people enter this room. However, you can have them appear after the genmat is stolen by adding on this modification. So we'll have people enter through here, go over here, grab the genmat, then all of this activates and fires at once, hopefully killing our target. But maybe it won't. So let's make things even worse for people. We'll throw a bunch more traps over this way, so it kind of bamboozles everyone, because they'll try and get to those traps, but then suddenly, oh, they're behind you as well. And to make life even worse, we're gonna put a bunch of hazards around. Because you saw it when I was playing. You have the grappling hook, and you can just grapple all over the place. So what we do to combat that is by putting these lava cubes everywhere, and then people grapple and die. So say they grab this genmat, they see all of this, they grapple over, and they're like, oh, gotta destroy it. They destroy that, but then they're stuck here, and then the other things shoot at them, and it'll kill them. So yeah, it's really simple, but very effective, and it's pretty hard to combat, especially on your first run. Problem though is, we have spent most of our points now in this room. So you see in the top right, there's a capacity, and we're at 426 out of 750. Each of the blocks and traps and AI guards that you put down use your outpost capacity. So you can't just spam like 100 of these guys around. But if you get a bigger plot, then you get more points. Or if your plot kills people, then it also gets more points, and we can upgrade it later. For now though, since we have only just begun, we can't do all too much, so we'll just have that set up, and then I'll try and set up one more trap in this direction. And oh man, you would be surprised what you can do with a couple points in a hallway. But first up, did some decorations so the front looks kind of cool. Kind of did a little trademarky thing up there. But this hallway is just a lesson in psychological warfare. So first up, you don't want people to see far ahead, because then they'll be able to plan ahead. That's bad. Unless you want to take advantage of that. So people would enter this place, see this, probably use their sword to destroy it or whatever, right? And move on along. However, in destroying this, they activate the real trap. An arrow thing up there. So they walk down this way, they get to, who knows, maybe like this point, and they're probably already dead. However, if they already know about this and try and rush forward, oh, another arrow trap. But again, even if they go and take that out, that is just a distraction, and a spike trap will kill them here. So, a couple little things just to troll the people, just as they start the level. And then there's really nothing much until the last trap. But I've left a lot of empty spaces to cause even more paranoia. Yeah, again, the main thing is, they get to here, they take the genmat, they try their best to get rid of all the arrow things, but they'll probably die. And then I added in one more arrow trap here. So say they knew what to do, they got to this, they zip-lined over here, destroyed that, well, then they're gonna be attacked from so many angles, they're probably gonna die again. It's perfect, I love it, and hopefully it shall perform. But before that, let's do a quick test to make sure everything actually works and I didn't forget something dumb. All right, so we go into here. We already know kind of what's going on. And yeah, you do not want to rush through there. Oh, and we can just respawn where we died. Perfect. But anyway, you can see what I mean. First attempt, probably die to this. They try and rush forward, they're gonna die to all this stuff. So hopefully that can guarantee like 1 or 2 kills. Anyway, we move on down this way. People are super paranoid because there's all this stuff going on. And most people will see this room and be like, it's the end of days. And you know what, even for us it might be. So how would you go about this? Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna shoot this, switch to our sword, and destroy what's there. Yeah, I think that might be one of the only ways to survive this. So let's do it. Shoot. Sword. And okay, we have a second to think. We can do that. We can double jump to grab our bolt. Go back over this way and shoot that. So, end of the day, not too bad if you know exactly what's going on. But for new people, that's gonna be pretty spooky. Because say you weren't thinking and you got to this point, you just try and grab the genmat, all this stuff happens and you're like, whoa, wait, what? Try and get over here, suddenly there's that. And yeah, everything goes wrong. But I think that's good. So we will activate it and let the slaughter commence. And I didn't even mention the best thing in this whole game. It's that when you build an outpost and people die in it, you get to watch the replays of them dying in your level. So I'll go and raid some other outposts and wait for other people to die in ours. And then we get to watch them suffer together. And in no time, we got some victims. So 4 people played it, not bad. One person died 6 times, other people kind of just ran through. Let's see. I want to see the person that didn't even die at all. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's see what this guy does. He runs in, taking it slow, kind of knows something's up. Yeah, he spots all this right quick. So the first part, no biggie. Oh yes, they see what's up. They know what's gonna happen. So immediately, they shoot there because they know there's gonna be something. Get rid of that, they still have a bolt left, but now they have time to think, which is the most important thing. And it looks like they're just destroying all the stuff, and it's all glitched out right now for whatever reason. But okay, I see. They kind of guessed the right spot, played it well, and off they'll go. Well played there, buddy. Let's see what a normal player would do. So they get to the entrance. They know all about this stuff, taking it slow, taking on the obvious things. And that's not a trap there. Okay, good, we got a new player. You can kind of see on the top bar too. You can see when they grab the genmat and then when they die. So I guess we can see in this map, they're about to grab the stuff, immediately die, and then they have a good run. Why did he kill Buddy? How dare you? Grabs that, goes this way, gets that, then immediate panic because death is coming from every direction. Next attempt now. Yeah, they're thinking. What do? They grab it, they go that way, they shoot those 2, and then they're able to head out. Looks like he wants to head back just to like break all the equipment and grab some materials, so fair enough. It's well played. Kind of sucks with the replay is all glitched out and you can't see the traps though. And then there's this poor buddy. Oh my gosh. Look at the timeline there. What? And how didn't he die to the first trap? It fired off and he's just on the hill. I have no idea how he survived. But hey, he's made it through the first bit. Good job, bud. But now he's gonna get wrecked by this. So he grabs the objective and then he just walks into the lava. Just completely overwhelmed, just too much everywhere. Nah. And attempt 2, he just walks into the lava straight up. Okay, maybe they're colorblind. Looks like the replay bugged out here. But he grabbed the thing, nice. Shot the arrow traps. Ooh, but then they're the ones behind him. Next attempt. He knows everything now. So you should be able to grab that, gets rid of that, and yeah, okay, he's safe, he's good to go. But somehow he's gonna die. How? It's like no way for him to die anymore. Like all the traps are right in front of you. And now they're all destroyed. What's gonna happen? Goes for the loot? No. But wait a second, somehow on this next attempt he's gonna die too? Buddy, you know what to do. Gets rid of those. And yeah, again, no way. Oh yeah, that probably rattled him. Cause yeah, right up ahead here, gets killed by the first thing. But now finally, our hero makes it to the end. Recording kind of glitches out. Takes out these things. Does he not walk into lava this time? Oh my gosh, he has walked around the corner. And yeah, that's it, he's done it. That was the last trap. Now, unless he walks back to the lava, he wins. Oh, but he's so paranoid now. The mental games. And that, my friends, is the real victory in this game, causing people unending paranoia and nervousness. But fortunately, he escapes my death trap. But now, thanks to everyone's valiant efforts at this base, we can prestige it, which will allow us to add even more traps and things. So thank you all for your noble sacrifices, because now the nightmare can just get even worse. Because that's the most basic kind of outpost we could have built. Now next time, we can add different modifications to those traps and buy new ones like the bomb ejector, death piston, and incinerator. But for now, that's gonna be all. So I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching. But have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.